What's going on to you Libras? So you Libras have got the Three of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Emperor, Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Devil. So you have the Emperor, which is Aries, which is your exact opposite sign. So the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Emperor. This is about how a lot of you need to be in a situation where, or you're in one. I ain't gonna say need to be, but in one where you're moving forward with your life. Like I said, potentially thinking about traveling, moving forward away from the weirdos, just in general. Learning how to be a better judge in character, right? Because that's one of the things that a lot of you Libras miss the most, is that when a lot of you date, a lot of y'all, the lower Libras date for looks and the fun times that you have with each other. But sometimes you Libras can miss the point that the person has to be decent and upstanding too. They have to be decent people, because then they turn right around and they treat you like trash too. That's one thing that you may not necessarily realize. So the Eight of Wands and the Emperor represent. So as a result of this, a lot of you have the Eight of Wands and the Emperor. So the Eight of Wands and the Emperor is about how this is also a case too, where the Eight of Wands is more so about, but this is the realization of it though. Because sometimes the Eight of Wands is not necessarily about having to talk to a person. It's more so a fireside chat, like I said before. It's fire by air, like a dragon breathing fire, right? How it is that it goes through the air. But what I mean by that is that it's the realization of who you are and what you want, right? Sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean always have to talk to the person any old kind of way, but what you're realizing is this, the Emperor. You're realizing that you are most definitely a person that controls the people that you have around you. Just because you hang out with so many people does not mean that those people should be in your life. And a lot of you Libras are starting to realize that this is what happens when you allow too many people to be in your life. They come on in, they mess with your life, how you set it up, like how somebody in your house, right? They come on in and then they start moving things around in your own home. You're going to be like, what are you doing? What's up? And it's the same concept. So a lot of you Libras now understand that you have to watch the quality of the people that you allow into your life. These people got to be upstanding. The Page of Cups now represents, so as a result, the Page of Cups is more so about how, but a lot of people are not going to want to hear that. Like the dysfunctional people, they're going to act like they're going to act like you're not awake, because people who play games, I don't know, but for some odd reason, they're in a time warp. And what I mean by that is they try to play it off like, even though you're not playing games with them, they still run they still do the same thing. They still run the same game. They still do the same thing anyway. And they think that you're so downstairs that you Libras would never be able to pick it up. No matter how astute you are, no matter how intelligent you are, no matter how you Libras know what's going on and you see it, they're too, like that's a person that's way too far gone. But that's what it is. The Eight of Pentacles represents that. You got to get away from these people and stay focused on what you've got going on. Because these people are way too dysfunctional, even for their own good. Because when a person is dysfunctional like that, where they try to play games with you and the games doesn't work, and then they continue to play games, that's a sign that a person is that's a sign that a person is not really living in a real truthful reality. They have to, you can't hang out with these people because they're going to constantly try to do this. So the Eight of Pentacles is about you having to stay focused, and the Six of Wands represents leave all the stupid people behind you. those are people that you really shouldn't be paying too much attention to. So the Knight of Pentacles now represents, as a result, the Knight of Pentacles is about how a lot of you Libras happen to be in a situation where what y'all got going on is that a lot of you Libras, y'all will eventually move forward. If you're in some sort of down place, some sort of tizzy, some sort of situation where you're a little bit down in the dumps, you will move forward, okay? You will move forward. This is just a short period of time for you. Don't even worry about it. The Queen of Pentacles now represents, so as a result of this, okay, the Queen of Pentacles is about, but you're in it to try to look for a person who has their own but is willing to share, but ain't tripping out about this type of stuff. Because a lot of times too, people don't like it when you got to do something Libran, right? You got to do something Libra-like, which is, or Libra-ish, which is to pay half. When people start talking to you about paying half the bills, or people start talking about paying half the bills, or even pay half for the date, the bill and stuff like this, you know, these are, all of that stuff is nothing but ways, I ain't gonna say it's an S test, but people are grown adults, so it's like you shouldn't be tripping out about having to pay for stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, it's just a matter of, really, it's not even a game. It's really a matter of learning how to be an adult. Like, how are you an adult and you got problems paying for stuff? Anyway, so the Nine of Pentacles and the Devil now represents. So as a result, right, the Nine of Pentacles represents, but watch those types of people that only want to come on in and use you. But we need to get into this though, because, oh, the Devil represents, they will try to control you through their loins, if you know what I mean. Let's clarify some of these cards. We need to get into this. So let's clarify the, let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the King of Swords, then you have the Ten of Wands, and then you have the Five of Cups. So what I'm saying here for you is, to clarify the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Wands and the King of Swords is about you Libras, and if the person is having a hard time growing up, you got to get rid of them. Because you're not put on this earth, no matter who you are. You're not put on this earth, Libra, to take care of people who have problems with basic decency. You understand what I'm saying? Basic decency. They got problems with the two of y'all going out on a date. They want you to pay the whole thing. Yeah, but they're grown-ups though. So how come they can't pay half? They're not paying the whole bill. You're not putting your wallet away to say that you're trash. You're talking about both people using teamwork and paying half. Two of y'all are supposed to be getting to know each other, right? If a person is childish like that, where they are immature and dysfunctional, you Libras already know that you're supposed to leave these people alone. You can't take them seriously. So the Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups now represents, so as a result, what does this mean? This is about how you got to leave these people alone and let them miss you. Because there's only so much that you can do for a person who have that type of, immature mentality. Then the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, to clarify this, we have the Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, which you already have, and the Page of Wands, right? So the Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands, understand that you have options and you should be getting to know multiple people right now, or as many people as you want to. And that if someone is going to go out of their way to be difficult with you, Six of Wands, You do not have to stay with them. Page of Pentacles, because you're supposed to know what you bring to the table, how valuable you are, and how you make other people's lives more valuable by what you contribute.